another towel on the floor, finally absorbing the worst of the water. At least the puddle isn't growing. I glance at my daughter. You go get changed and ready for bed. No shower? Bailey stands, dripping everywhere. Despite her best efforts, the hallway carpet won't be saved, not even a little bit. Wash in the sink, I say, feeling like a terrible parent. Not only am I struggling to make rent, but I can't even make sure my daughter has the facilities to keep herself clean. Okay. Bailey wrings out her tea onto the wet towels on the floor, then disappears down the hall. With no other choice, I grab my phone. Time to call my stinking, rude, arrogant, good-for-nothing landlord and tell him to fix this dump if he wants to get his precious, extortionate rent payment. Not that I'm bitter or anything. The doorbell rings half an hour later, when I've just shut the door to Bailey's room, leaving her tucked into bed with a book. I glance down at my own appearance. Messy hair, old tank top, yoga pants, and curse. A snicker from behind the door tells me Bailey heard it, and once again, I wonder what kind of mother I really am. It's been the two of us against the world for so long, I wonder if I'm blind to all the ways I'm failing her. But I gather my pride around me like armor and head for the door. I have a plumbing problem to sort out and a big, bullish landlord to confront. My apartment is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom residence that occupies 1 story, tucked in behind my barbershop. It's accessible from a door at the back of the barbershop that opens onto Cove Boulevard, the main road through town, or via an entrance on the back lane. Through the frosted glass of the back door, I spy a very large shadow, and I wish I were wearing something that didn't scream, "I'm a hot mess." But hey, this is me, and if Desmond Thomas doesn't like it, well, it's no skin off my nose. I don't like him either. I pull the door open and glare. I can't help it. The man has that effect on me. He's so big and broad, he makes me feel small. His hands are the size of dinner plates. If he held my hand, which, no thank you, it would probably feel like my palm was being completely engulfed in his flesh. Gross. Worse than his size, though, is the way he looks at me. He's always serious, hiding behind that shuttered expression, looking at my little kingdom like it's the most pathetic thing he's ever seen. When he first walked into my barbershop all those weeks ago, slapping a new lease on my desk and telling me he was raising the rent, I could just feel the disdain leaking off him, like oil spreading over a pristine body of water. He polluted my sanctuary. I wanted to punch him. The feeling hasn't gone away. Listen, I know I'm a single mom, and what I can provide my daughter isn't the best. But it's my best. I don't need some massive thug reminding me of all my inadequacies. My landlord is wearing olive green pants and a white t-shirt. It's the first time I've seen him in anything but a button-down, and the sight of it does something strange to my stomach. I feel like I'm witnessing something I'm not supposed to. This is too intimate. His own gaze coasts down my body and back up again, taking in my outfit, but his expression gives nothing away. His dark eyes are just as black, his jaw just as hard. I am sure he thinks I'm a slob. Hello, Mia. Desmond's voice is deep and rumbly, and it sets little explosions off in the pit of my stomach. Don't ask me why. I don't know. My hindbrain sees a threat, and some wires are getting crossed somewhere because my body is reacting with arousal? The best I can tell, it's some sort of fight or flight response. Being me, I choose to fight. There's a leak. I start. The shower is unusable. If this place isn't livable, I don't know how you get off charging this much rent for it. Pow, pow! Mia lands an uppercut on Desmond's jaw and breaks her hand in the process. Desmond watches me for a moment, those dark, dark eyes steady on mine. He blinks slowly, like a lazy cat, and sweeps a hand to indicate that he'd like to come inside.